The love fantasy that most people have, had at young ages and such. Y'all are with me, right? The love fantasies that most people fantasize about, and find your wife one day, find the perfect husband one day, the white picket fence and all this stuff, right? Right? Unfortunately, it's over for just about everybody. And I don't want to sit here being a negative Nancy, but a lot of people ain't going to get that. And if you don't get it, it is primarily your fault. And a lot of people don't want to hear that either, but you have a job and a duty to do. And if you don't do it, you will be the one who does not get it. If you have jobs and duties to do, which everyone does, if you do those and you stick to the process, you trust the process, you give it your all, you will probably get it. So, a lot of men today are clearly checking out, clearly walking away. I hear young guys, bro, that are young, and they tell me some hilarious stuff like, bro, there's like 18, 19-year-old fellas right now that I know that go to the same gym as me, and they tell me things like they're calling girls their age right now, bro. They're calling girls their own age right now, bro. Think about it. This ain't no slouch of a guy either. This guy is one of the better looking dudes, fit, stuff like that. Like, he should have a pretty decent girlfriend. And don't. Why? Because of the state most women are in today. The world's changed. And this is why I'm making this video. Most men are walking away from women, bro. They see what's there, they see what's out there, and it's like they're checking out. Marriage is dead. Marriage is gone to be dead. There's a few special people in the world who's going to make it happen, and it's going to work out. Other than that, you want to get married, you better be sure she the one. You better be sure he the one. You better be sure. Prenup exists as well. That's going to have to take place. Even if they are the one, you still should sign a prenup. And if they don't want to do that, then they're probably not the one. I mean, do you want to sign papers away to possibly have someone change their mind about you 5, 10, 15 years, 20 years down the line, and be able to take half of your things? All of your things, half? You want to sign those papers? Because I don't. I'm never going to put myself, personally, in a disadvantaged playing field. I'm not going to sign away papers to put myself at a disadvantage. You got to be out of your mind. And if someone demands me to do this, that tells you everything you have to know. Tells you everything. And just think, bro, how hard things are to work out today. Like, think about how hard it is. You have to be the right man, which is not an easy task. It's difficult to become a man that's well-rounded, that can do it all. It's very difficult. You can do it. You put all your time into doing it, you're going to do it. It's just not an easy thing. On top of that, you have to get a woman that is your type in every way, shape, and form. Because if you don't, you're not going to want her. So you have to be Mr. Perfect. You need a female who's borderline perfect in your eyes. You have to have a very high amount of chemistry. Y'all have to really mess with each other like that. She can't mess with other guys. You can't mess with other girls. Like, bro, there's so many variables. There's so many things you have to worry about today is where I'm getting to here. There's so many things you have to worry about in order for a relationship and then a marriage to work out. And men understand this, and most are checking out. Most are checking out because they know deep inside they are far away from what they want, and it's not all their fault. Some of it definitely is, but some is not. You have to take some accountability and stuff like that. It's important. But the state that a lot of women are in today, bro, like that's the biggest reason why men are checking out. Men have given up. A lot of men have given up. A lot of men don't even want to put in the forefront effort because it's like they don't feel it's right to become damn near perfect just to get a female lesser than what they would have had years and years and years and years and years ago. And I understand. But me personally, I'm not one to quit. And when you don't quit, you see the results. When you don't quit, you're going to find out pretty quick what you can make happen. So I don't recommend for men to quit. I don't recommend for men to check out. I recommend being the best man you can be and let the chips and the cards unfold the way they're supposed to. And a lot of these things aren't happening today, which is why we find ourselves in the place we're in this modern world and society. It seems like it's never a woman's fault for anything, but a lot of it is. I'm not saying all of it, but a lot of it is. It's just the truth. Because like I said, bro, you have to damn near be a perfect man, damn near, to get the girl you want. On top of that, the girl you want has to be the girl you want. Because a lot of girls is going to come, but she has to be the girl you want. So she has to be your type looks-wise, personality-wise. She can't deal with other men. She has to be willing to cut them off. If she's even dealing with any in the first place, because there's some women that's that special that don't do that shit. And she'd be something special, wouldn't she? Mm-hmm. So there's so many variables that's going to take place. So many variables, bro. And landing on that is, I don't know. It's a very low percent. If it's even 1%, it's a very low percent. If you put in every variable, man. Oh, man. Such a low percent. And if you could land on something like that as a man, you'd be the luckiest, most blessed man alive today. Very lucky. And I'll tell you what, you can get lucky. You can get lucky. The more you put in, luck will be on your side. The more you have the mentality of giving up and checking out and just walking away from everything, which if you want to do that, I don't blame you because I understand what the world's like. But if you're not a quitter, you want to put the work in, you can make stuff happen. Absolutely. But it's going to start with you. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do in this life? That is what you have to figure out. And as you level up, you're going to see a big difference in a lot of ways. A lot of women's going to want you, but you're not going to want a lot of women. A lot of women's going to be mad at you because they want you so bad, bro. They want you so bad, but you don't want them because they're not what you want. While you were putting in the work, while you were sacrificing to the highest degree and climbed to the highest of the pinnacles, they were making bad decisions. So, why am I yawning so many times? I've never yawned this many times and I don't know how long. I don't know why. Tired, I guess. But yeah, there's a lot of delusion in this world. Like There's so many people out there who think they deserve the perfect partner for themselves, and it's like, you didn't do nearly what that person has done to become who he is. You don't deserve it. It's the entitlement for me. It's absolutely insane. That entitlement does not come from men. There's no men sitting around, oh, I deserve her, or oh, you never hear it, bro. You never hear men like that. You never hear men saying it, but you see women do it all the time. And they're not used to rejection. They think they can just get what they want. And if they can't, oh, it's just the biggest deal on earth. And you can't get him because you ain't her. You didn't do you right, baby girl. You didn't do you right. You didn't. You messed up. And now the guy you want don't want you because you messed up. So what you got to say about it? Yeah. It's unfortunate, ain't it? I am here today holding you accountable, and you don't like it. But it don't matter. It's time for you to see that side of the things you don't like. There's a lot of things men don't like. Guess what? You're there now. You don't like it. It is what it is. It's life. You don't ever get what you want. You get what you work for. So to the things you want, are you willing to work for those things? Are you willing to put your best foot forward no matter what? Are you willing to go through pain? Are you willing to sacrifice for what you want the most? Or are you not? Or are you going to be some entitled female and just be entitled and think, oh, I'm me. I deserve him. I want him. I want him. You don't get what you want. You get what you deserve. You get what you work for. So what have you been doing over the years to deserve that? Nothing. You've been messing around. You've been messing around with other men that you don't even really want, but you've been messing around with them. You have not been preserving yourself. You've not been a good girl. You've been bad. You've been bad. Haven't you? You've been bad. You can't hide that from a man of value. You can't. You can't do it. You can't. A man of value is going to see a woman of value who is worth it, who is ready, who is patiently waiting, like a princess in the castle, just waiting to be rescued. Low key, that's what men want. But women think they're the coolest things ever. Travel around, be with other men, take pictures in bikinis all the time. Y'all think it's cool for Instagram. Y'all think that's cool. Not really. Not really. You're going to be lusted upon, and then you're going to shed a few tears because men only want one thing, because you only offer one thing. The other things you offer, you haven't done that work. Sorry, you haven't done it. A lot of people today, bro, think they're going to get by just by going to the gym. A lot of guys today, too, they think they're just going to go to the gym and it's going to solve their problems. You're still a doughhead. You're still not well up there. You got to get well up there because you're a doughhead. So what you going to do about it? You going to improve yourself in your life in every aspect, or are you just going to think you're going to solve your life's problems by getting a little bit fit? There's women that think that today. There's men that think that today. They're all delusional. And I don't want to make this about me, but I know where they're at, and I know how delusional they are. There's levels upon levels upon levels upon levels upon levels where they're not at. And I promise you they're not going to do it. Because it takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of effort, and almost nobody today wants to put in that real, raw work and effort to become next level. Almost nobody wants to do it. People will do bare minimum and expect the best out of somebody else, which is entitlement and delusion. People will feel a little bit helpless sometimes and start to put in a little bit of work, and they want a huge trophy for it, and it's like, okay, I feel I need to do this to get this person, so I'm going to start to try to do this. It ain't going to work. How about you do that and you stick to that for the next 5-10 years of your life, and then you can talk about something else. That's the stuff people don't want to do. All people want to do today is mess up. All I want to do today, all I wanted to do for the last 10 years of my life is do what's right. Be the best man I can be. It feels damn good. And I'm just going to keep doing it and doing it and doing it. You cannot take it away from me. I live this life. You can't take it away from me. You can't sit here and say shit when I'm actually living that life, when I'm actually doing those things, when I actually am focused on my life. You cannot say shit. I do this shit. A lot of people don't. Most people don't. I can do, and you can't take it away from me. I will keep growing. I will keep outgrowing you for the rest of your human years. You will sink. I will swim. What you gonna do about it? You can't stop me. And I wish everyone else would do it. I recommend everyone else to do it. You just can't take it away from me. Because these doughheads, bro, be acting like they're on your level. These doughheads be acting like they're as good as you. You're not even remotely close. I know where you're at, and I'm not impressed. I have to say it. I'm not impressed. And I'm a little intense in this video, but I'm just being real. I'm just being fucking real, bro. And if you can't handle being real, you can't handle this channel, because I'm just real. I know where you're at. I'm not impressed. I'm not, because I know where you're at. And I'm really not impressed by the way you act. As if you've done what I've done. But I know where you're at, and you just have not. And you're not respectful. You just wish you were that. You just wish you were on that level. You just wish you did do those things. You didn't. So you can sit down, you can be respectful, and you can talk a little bit differently. Because you're not that. This is what I find hilarious. Bunch of doughheads. Real, recognize real. And if people don't act that way, I'm not gonna be this way. But if you want to act that way, I'm gonna get really real on your ass. I'm gonna get really real. Because you're not gonna come and do all that stuff. You're not gonna do it. If you are respectful to me, I will be respectful to you. If you want to act like that, I'm going to call your ass out, and I'm going to put you down. Because you're trying to put me down by acting like you're even close. Or acting like you're above me when you haven't done that work. It's about doing the work. That's how you get better. You haven't done it. I have. You haven't. Stop acting that way. And I wouldn't have to say this stuff. I say this stuff because it's real. It is real. You can't take nothing away from me. And you're taking away from me by being a doughhead. So stop being a fucking doughhead. And this doesn't just go for the guys. There's a lot of people like that today, but this doesn't just go for the guys. I genuinely believe there's far more women like that today. Entitled. Think they deserve whatever man they want, and they should be able to get him. Come off it. Men love innocence. Men love beauty. Men love purity. Men love something that is theirs. Men are possessive by nature, and it's not like possessive like lock you in some chamber and shit. We don't want you touched by another man. It's going to be a problem. You want to get married? Well, you better start to act differently. You should have been acting differently a long time ago. But nah, you've been messing around. The princess up in the castle, you were being bad, weren't you? You escaped. You fucking climbed out of the window and let every fucking Brazilian running down the road just take a turn. You've been bad. And Prince Charming that was going to get you knows this. He wants a real life princess up there in the castle waiting patiently. She was looking in the mirror doing her makeup. She was focused on being pretty. She was waiting for the moment. She was all trimmed up. She was all shaved up. Bunch of makeup. She was ready. So she got picked. You didn't get picked because you got greedy. You didn't get picked because you decided to be a baddie. You jumped out the window, running around the beaches of Brazil, getting turned on. You're only ever going to get what you put out there. You cannot fake it. You cannot be that way and act like a princess. It's not going to work. Because Prince Charming is going to know what he's dealing with. He knows you ain't that. It's not hard to tell. It's not hard to tell whatsoever. You don't come off that way. You don't look like a princess. You don't behave like a princess. You look like you just came back from the beaches of Miami and just was dealing with a million people. Your soul's gone. You're soulless. It's just not there. What can I say? Men want what they want. Men are checking out because they're not getting what they want. They're giving up. There's not enough out there of what they want. And women say, there's not enough men out there. Where's all the good men at? All the good men, most, are giving up or have gave up because what they wanted got robbed from them, got stripped from them. They got robbed of what they wanted. There's not enough Prince Charmings or princesses. There's not enough Prince Charmings either. The world's got to do better. The world's in shambles. People got to wake the fuck up. Stop putting so much fun at the forefront of their lives, but yet figure yourself out. It's a lot of people today. I know what people's like, bro. I know what people's about. A lot of people try to like improve and stuff and self-improve, and people want to get more fit in the gym and do all that stuff, and they just act like they're just amazing now. You're not amazing now. You look a little bit better. Congratulations. Not even hard. I'm not impressed. I've done too much work to be impressed by that. Come to my boot camp. Come see what I do. Come hang with me. You can't. You're going to fall off. Just like everybody else that's ever been tried. And what I do is not even that crazy. To me, it's not that crazy. It's just a consistency, day by day, 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 being about that life, by day, a true professional, by the day. And that breaks people. Doesn't break me. Can run through a brick wall to get what I want. And most people out there today are not like that. They start to feel a little bit helpless, and they start to improve in certain areas because they're helpless already, and they start to improve a little bit in certain areas, and they start to act like they just got it going on, but you don't. Internally, you don't got it going on. You're still a doughhead. You improved a little bit. Oh, congratulations. And nothing else. My question to you and everyone, and women and everyone, is when are you actually going to improve your life and get focused and stop getting unfocused and just stay in your lane? Be the best you can be. Get rid of the stuff about yourself that is not good and start to develop more things that's going to make you better. That is my question. When are you going to do it? We need more people like that in the world. That's what's going to create healthy relationships, is whenever you get healthy. Not trying to fake it. Go to the gym a little bit and you gain a little bit of muscle and you're just the biggest thing ever. It don't even matter. You're still a doughhead. Rocks for brains. You couldn't lead a lizard to the water. let alone thinking you deserve a top female because, oh, look at the bicep pump, bro. Everyone flexing the mirrors and shit. It's the most ridiculous shit. You see it online. You see it in your own gyms. It's ridiculous. I just think the world needs to do better. Everything's in shambles because people don't get it. People don't understand. Everyone wants to fake the funk, but when you fake the funk and you pretend like you've just improved because you got a little bit more fit and stuff, and you look a little bit good now, so you're going to try to date these girls and you date these girls, but it doesn't work out because you're still a doughhead. Yeah, you're still a doughhead. You're still the same person. That's why fitness is it's such a small, it's just one little thing. It don't really change you. Makes you more fit, a little bit stronger, maybe a little bit healthier, da-da-da. You're still you. So what you gonna do? This is a layers upon layers upon layers upon layers of work I am talking to you guys about. This is what it is. This is what I've been on. You can't take it away from me, so shut your mouth and get to work. I'm telling you this because this is what it takes. You have to wake up, be more humble. You may get a little bit of muscle, and the lions are roaring now in the gym. Come off it. You're at a little step in your life. Congratulations. It's a small step. It's not even that significant. It's good that you did it. It's not that significant. And it's not that significant as people make it out to be. You have a long way to go. So do the work, just shut it, and keep going. It's a long road. But are you going to do it? Or are you going to give up? And then keep coping and feel helpless and try to pose as something, I'm good now. You're not good now. Your females ain't good now. Yous ain't good now. Get good now. Become valuable. And the things you want is going to come to you when you get valuable yourself. And with that being said, God willing, God bless. We'll see y'all at the top.